Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, again covering Masters Madrid. I'm here accompanied by Boo, the IGL of Team Heretics, who are just coming off of a 2-1 loss to Sentinels in the Swiss stage. Boo, thank you so much once again for the time and just accepting my request for an interview. Just starting off this conversation by looking at this recent result against Sentinels, it could have gone either way, especially in that third map on Bind, but such is the result that you are handed defeat. What do you think went wrong for you and the team in that match overall?
I think we were in control on most of the game. Like all three maps, we started winning. Lotus 8-4, Sunset obviously 13-5, even Bind 6-1. But I think it was like, especially on Lotus defense, I think we kind of like forgot what we need to do. Like didn't adapt quick enough. Um, I think they're also good on sequencing ults, like one ult one round, and next round there is another ult, and so those rounds are hard to play. So I think it was a combination of like us dropping a ball a little bit, but at the same time them capitalizing on the space that we give them. So yeah, but I mean honestly, I think next time it's gonna be way better.
Yeah, specifically looking at Bind, Sentinels busted out the Gecko on tens, after seeing him play Yoru various times in the lead up to this point. Were you guys surprised by that?
Um, I mean we didn't know that they're gonna change comp obviously, but when we saw it, I don't think it. I mean me personally, I got relieved because I think Yoru is way harder to play against than Gecko. Obviously Gecko is more consistent, but I mean, I was happy that they changed the comp to Gecko. Yeah.
It was mentioned various times throughout the broadcasting of the series about how, it must have been very difficult for you as the IGO to lead the team in such a series that kind of went obviously both ways and it really could have gone either way at the very end, especially. How difficult was it for you to lead this team against an opposing side like Sentinels, who were just coming off a very good run in America's kickoff?
And it wasn't hard until the end, in my opinion. I think Lotus was easy. Like my calls, I think were good. And even on defense, I think the way we set up on the map was good. It's about what happened. Like I don't know, for example, like they're attacking a site and they're defending it. It's about what happened there. But the macro calls are still good. But at the end of Bind, I think I kind of ran out of ideas. It was hard, and like the last round on Bind, like let's say last half of the attack side, it was hard. Like I didn't see clear answers, clear options what to do, and it was like chaos everywhere. But yeah, I think overall we handled it okay.
Yeah, of course. Interesting that you brought up, not having any more ideas. I think that's just the way it is and how tense a series can be, right?
Yes.
Yes. And looking at the teams overall, not just yourself, but also in the teams run in Masters so far. Of course, gotta ask about RieNs finally joining the team after mostly playing from his home back in Turkey, I believe. And I believe he joined you guys like literally a few days or maybe the day before the actual competition started. Yeah. Do you think, having RieNs finally join the team at such a very close point to the start of the tournament, do you feel like kind of affected the team like in a negative way or anywhere else of that nature?
I think it impacted us, but in a very positive way.
Mhm.
Like a lot of the guys are like really good friends with Rian since we didn't see him since December when we were in Madrid before. And I think him joining, like, it helped us because finally he's here. And it helped him because he can finally spend time with us. Like fist bump, I don't know, talk about the games, between the games, like everything is just better. And yeah, I think it's only positive. I think he also played well, like played better. I think he's like a deadly player. So yeah, it's only positive in my opinion. Even if it would come, I don't know, today, 2 hours before the game, it would still be positive.
Um, Weber also mentioned about, I think jokingly, of course, but still, he mentioned about how he was going to play, had RieNs not shown up on time. Was that actually close to happening? Were you guys like literally on the verge of doing that kind of thing?
Once we got confirmation that RieNs is coming, Weber started full trolling on Twitter. So that's what happened. But before that, I mean, yeah, like we knew that, okay, he's gonna come like 90%, but it wasn't 100%.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was an option until the very end, until like, I would say Wednesday, I think.
Of course. And now focusing on yourself, of course, Boo. It's been quite a long career, a long time for you to get to this point, to get to Masters and finally be on the international stage, um, playing with Heretics for quite a more than a minute, and also looking at your time in Giants and also OG, LDN. And what does it mean to you to finally be here, being the IG of one of the competing teams, and just being looked at as one of the major contenders for the trophy?
I mean, it feels like deserving. I think I was always working consistently. Like, I mean, I'm not, maybe my knowledge and my skills or anything is like different from 2 years ago, but like my mindset and mentality is exactly the same as it was like when Valorant started. Like, I just work hard, do my best, like be nice to people, but also be honest to people. And some people don't like the honesty because sometimes I say harsh things, but some people take them and improve from them. I think that's what is special about this team because I am saying harsh things sometimes, but they never take it personally and they improve. And like I also accept it to myself. So like this way, I think you can improve way, way more, like way faster if you're just being honest with each other. So I mean, I was like that all the time, and it's just natural improvement, natural development. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy obviously, but I think it happened because I stayed true to myself, and I finally got people around me that are like similar mindset.
Yeah, of course, and talking about the rest of the team, of course, it's not the same as it was back then last year. And in last year, obviously Heretics struggled very strongly, and vast contrast with this one, of course, with the inclusion of your brother Miniboo and also RieNs and Palitek coming in to the team in addition to Woot. What is the one thing that you feel changed the most when it comes to playing in these two different versions of the team from last year to this year?
I think, as I said, it's like the mentality and the mindset of the players. I think in last team, I I couldn't be the way I am in this team, and it's not that the previous teams are like people are bad or players are doing something wrong. Like it's just different personalities, and like there was no way I could have my full potential with previous teams. But in this one, I think like everybody's listening to me, everybody's respecting me. Um, they're learning. I'm learning with them. We're doing it all together. Like I think that's like the biggest difference, honestly. Um, and I think at the same time, the players that we have now are way more hungry. Like they're all young. They're all looking to prove something, to prove that they're the best. Like Patetek, he was out of tier one for so long, and now he's back and he shows that he can do it like without any problems. Like he is a tier one player. He's a player that helps a lot behind the scenes as well. So I mean, yeah, I can say the same thing about everyone. Like they're amazing.
Of course, of course. One more question before I wrap it up. You mentioned about the you described the rest of the team as being more hungry, and that leads me to ask about your expectations for this team, not just in this upcoming match against PRX, but more so on a general sense in Masters. What do you view as like your ceiling for this team in this event, and how that will then play a factor into the rest of the year?
I mean, we came here to win Masters. We know we can. Will we or not? Like, we don't know. But we definitely have the skills to do it. Like, if we play the way we think we should play, I think we can win any game. And I think overall, like for this year, and I mean, maybe for next year's, who knows? I mean, our goal is kind of to be the most boring team, I guess, who plays perfect Valorant and just destroys other teams just by good fundamentals, good plans, like good chemistry together. Like, you know, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just so well prepared and so well coordinated that others have no chance. So that's the goal. And I think we have brains to do it, like the combination of coaches and players. We have skill to do it, like the individual skill, the game sense of the players. And I think we have motivation to do it, especially like with such a start. I think everybody like believes in it 100%.
And no doubt, hopefully, you guys are able to do exactly that. Boo, thank you so much for taking the time and doing this interview. Sorry about the technical difficulties on my end, but yeah, thank you so much and take
Yeah,
care
no
for
problem.
the future. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.